down, up, down, up, down, up, even though it's the reverse buttons. What's up? It's me, Andy Bob, and we're here on live stream because this is the final, I guess, session, or at least set of recordings that we're gonna have for the 100% round for the entire playthrough. This may or may not come last in the queue of videos that we have going here, but we're doing this here today because I've gotten every single medal. I have 52 tokens left, and we're gonna use them all to buy what's left in the shop. Aviator scarf. Get all the things. Hopefully this is actually going to be everything. 8-ball eyes. Oh, man. Art. Ghost pirate. Oh, yeah, we also have to look at the art as well. Punk hair. Maybe we should look at that first. Bushy beard. I guess I could also separate an episode for that, too. Art. The choir flyer. Atlantean suit. Tight. We're going to be a part of the Atlantean Guard now. Squidward super sure commentary. Okay, so this is why we're here. Now that I think we're coming towards the, everything in the shop, we're probably going to get every single commentary now. So this whole run is going to be, this whole next few set of streams is just going to be me listening to the commentary. Gates to Atlantis. I'll explain it a bit once we've bought everything. Rocket booster shoes. Rockfish rosette. Oh, dude, that's the, oh, heck yeah. I think that's the little badge, like the little medal that you get, that you may have seen in one of the earlier parts, like before this. It'll be up on YouTube, but things that go boom. Eye patch, nice, proper pirate time. Long mustache. I think that's another one of the things I had on the outfit on my completed file. The wonders of science. Science rules. Science, y'all. Viking kilt. Look what I've got under me kilt. Super tank showdown commentary. I think there might be commentary for the final level, but I could be wrong. Cowboy boots. Glam glasses. Oh yeah, glam glasses. Atlantean helmet. I'll have to take a look at these first too. Pilgrim hat. for Thanksgiving, for like 3 months ago. Viking boots, sombrero. Oh hell yeah, saving the best for last here. Spats, yo, spats now available for SwapBob. Atlantis mask, and the last one, art, single celled and super stealthy. Oh baby, woo! That's everything in the shop, and it looks like there is no commentary for the credits level. So that's, yeah, the credits level is literally just the final credits level. That's everything. That is every single thing bought in the shop. And it's on camera. The game is more or less 100% now. All that's left to show is the art, SwapBob stuff, and the commentary, which is what we're here for. And with that, we have a completed file. Ladies and gentlemen, we've officially 100%ed Atlantis SquarePantis. I hope it's been a fun and enjoyable ride, but it's not over yet. That's what you think, but it's not over yet. Because we have to go and first of all, we're gonna check out all our clothes.
My clothes.
Patrick, those are my clothes.
And your reward is clothes. Alright. 13. Oh, my bouffant wig. The punk hair. The Atlantean helmet. Oh yeah, the brain helmet. The pilgrim hat. And the sombrero, baby. Hell yeah. Hypno eyes. Yeah, we already got these. What else? We got starry eyes. We got that one too. 8-ball eyes. Oh god. How did those get there? The eye patch. Yo. Pirate sombrero, man. Glam glasses. Bushy beard. Oh, dude, the bushy beard. Fucking Santa Claus over here. Because I'm Santa Claus. Long mustache. Oh, man. The Atlantis mask. Joker looking guy right here. Let's get the... Because I think there might be, like, there might be, like, different lines that he says based on, like, the set of clothes you wear. Bow tie. Can't quite see it. The aviator... let's take this off for a bit. The aviator scarf. Dude. Don't we have a... Yeah, no, we didn't. We had... Yeah, we do have the... Okay, no, never mind. Let's actually get the aviator getup going here. See if he says something different. Aviator hat. But we got the rockfish rosette, which is damn fine. I like to think of this as like a... Even though it's not the last item, I like to think of this as a completion bonus because this is the mascot of the dev team that worked on this game. Pirate shorts. Atlantean suit. We'll put that on a bit. The Viking kilt. SpongeBob's pants. And then the boots. Rocket boot. Oh my god, rocket boots. I wish I could rotate. But the rocket booster shoes. The cowboy boots. Viking boots. Spats. Aw, heck yeah. Oh yeah, this is it's like little just white tops on the shoes, on the normal shoes. Let's hold on. Aviator scarf. it's like a little bit up. Let's get the aviator getup going here. Aviator pants. Aviator goggles. I do kind of like this one. The big mustaches. Let's see if he says something different.
Is it cold in here? They should really heat these screens.
Alright, so that's the aviator one. Let's check the Atlantean getup. Let's get the cute eyes going. Atlantis mask. Medallion. Atlantis suit. And then the Atlantean shoes.
Sorry, I feel an urge to eat ice cream. So this is how it feels to be an Atlantean.
Ice cream is quite nice. Although you'd eat ice cream anyway if you had the choice. I love the sombrero. We're putting on the sombrero for sure, but I want to get the pirate getup going here next. Eye patch. Big sponge. Sponge boss. Gotta get that scraggly beard going. Pirate scarf. Pirate shorts. Pirate boots. Here we go.
I've been waiting for this outfit so I can say as much as possible.
Just hamming it up over there. Now let's get the cowboy getup going here. The bow tie. I guess the bow tie would work. Get the cowboy jeans because it matches the shirt. And cowboy boots.
Yes, sir, I am the fastest spatula in the West. Any ornery looking Krabby Patties had better watch out, that's all I'm saying.
Nice. I love that this is kind of my first time hearing some of these lines too. So like I'm really enjoying the extra voice clips. Oh, Viking, right? Let's get cute eyes going again because I don't know if the glass is really affected at all. Where's the Colonel beard? There we go. Viking shorts, Viking kilt, Viking boots.
Wait, let me strike a new
I don't think the. It might be this that's throwing it off. This one. Pirate scarf, bow tie, aviator scarf, rockfish rosette.
Oh yeah. Quite clearly, I am the most fashionable.
Maybe they're expecting a different beard, which I can provide.
You know, I think I can set a new fashion trend looking like this. Subtle yet understated.
There we go.
Pants here. I'm ready to plunder fjords while simultaneously wearing my spectacularly bushy beard. Oh yeah, I'm a man.
I am a man. Now that we're men. All right, so it is all about the beard too. But we're gonna go and get the. We're about to go and get this this here. Yeah, we're going full sombrero, baby.
No, like that.
Get the. I think the eye patch would be a nice look. Look like a mob boss or something. Get my rosette going here. I'm just having character customization time. Leave me alone. Ah, dude, I gotta. Is there any sort of rocket boost shoes? Yeah. Business casual.
I call it standing sponge in pants.
I'm like Goro Majima, but cooler. All right, I think that's a good look right there. Here we go.
Maybe Mr. Krabs will make this the official New York.
I'm having too much fun with this. All right, now that we got that, now we can go on and do the director's commentary here. So now this is what's basically going to happen. Since we're doing this all on stream, we're basically just got to play through the whole entire game again with commentary, and there will be there will be select moments where SpongeBob will talk over the level, and we'll show those off. But we're gonna do all this on stream and then just show what the parts where SpongeBob gives his commentary. We're just gonna show those off, only those parts, and we're gonna stream it just so we don't have to show us doing the entire game again. So it'll basically just be one big supercut of director's commentary. So without further ado, I hope everyone enjoys just this another run of Atlantis SquarePantis, but a lot more condensed and a lot more abridged. This time with commentary. So without further ado, let's do it. You know, I can also skip these. We at least get to see our SwapBob.
Well, hi there, all you SpongeHeads. Welcome to my director's commentary.
Yo.
I'll be telling you about the crazy things we all got up to when we were filming for this game. Look in this scene. It's mostly just Plankton and a few of the Atlantis guys.
That's basically what we're going to be hearing every so often throughout the levels. And I'll cut to whenever the, yeah, like here.
Believed in the Muffin School of Acting. He said it was no use just saying he wanted to take over the world. He had to believe in himself. And I have to say, his performance was very convincing. A lot of this game was filmed on location in the real Atlantis, so we all had our own trailers. Squidward said his was too small, even though we had the biggest. Mr. Krabs sold his. Sandy turned hers into a karate dojo. And Patrick, well, Patrick just got lost in his. We had to send him a search party. Took him 5 weeks before they found him, wedged behind a wraparound couch. Oh, I think Plankton really enjoyed filming this scene. And yes, he's actually the driver in the tank. He said he didn't want to use a stunt driver. He majored in tank driving in college. In fact, it took us a while to convince him to come out of the tank. He only gave up because Mr. Krabs promised to give him the secret formula to the Krabby Patty. Sadly, just after Plankton came out, Mr. Krabs accidentally dropped the book containing the formula right on Plankton's head, and Plankton had to be taken back to the chum bucket for rest and recuperation. Squidward was actually asked to write the first draft screenplay for this game, but it was rejected. Oh, it was a very dramatic script. After the first 5 minutes, me, Patrick, Sandy, Mr. Krabs, and everyone else except for Squidward was sucked down into an ocean trench and lost forever, while Squidward began the player with clarinet solos and interpretive dance. Oh, I should also mention the Atlanteans acting in this level are all from the famous theater company Acting Players of Atlantis Regional Partnership, or APART for short. They're known for their musical numbers such as Atlantis Ain't Dry No More, You've Lost That Sinking Feeling, and Underwater Homesick Blues. Great, guys! Well, that's enough commentary for now. Later on, Patrick will do a commentary on my commentary. Ahoy, mateys! Welcome to my special pirate-themed commentary for level 2.
Yeah.
Arr! You know, we were so far ahead of the pirate curve. Come on, move over, Johnny. We were there first. On this level, Patrick and I work as a team, all alone. You know what I mean. Just the two of us on an adventure with no one else involved. Well, apart from Spat, my trusty spatula, and lots of ghostly pirates, too. So, as I was saying, there were lots of people in this level. It gets very, very crowded and busy in these forgotten secret caves. I think they need to make them bigger. Sure, the ghostly pirates might look a little scary, but they were all really friendly once you got to know them. They even gave me lessons in talking like a pirate. Let me give you an example. Wait for it. Arr, you scurvy sea dogs! Splice that main brace before I drive you hard to port, and get up them apples and pears, gore blimey! Strike a light, lovely, jubbly spruce! Who knew that pirates had such colorful language? I feel naughty.
I remember that one well, at least the beginning part of it so vividly because I love that line. See, the thing about the commentary levels, they get unlocked way later in the list in the shop list. So like I pretty much only had access to like the first the first 2 or 3 levels commentary. And it was always so distressing as a kid, never being able to unlock the other ones, like the later levels commentary, because I wanted to hear so much more of it. But like you had to be good at the game to unlock the rest of the medals, to unlock the rest of the gold medals and like unlock more things in the shop. But like now that I'm fucking great at the game, it's all it is just a matter of time before I just get all the stuff, you know. All the commentaries and all that. Feels good to be better at games with age, man. I'm telling you, man. A hobby that you just get better and better at and just keep on enjoying. That's the life. No matter how much time passes.
These cannons are just great. Patrick and I had hours of fun loading ourselves into them and being fired across the caves. Don't try that at home, kids. Everyone else wanted to go too, except Squidward, obviously.
Obviously.
It was ridiculous and bound to end in tears. I don't know what he means. We were being very careful and taking all the necessary precautions. I used my inflatable underpants as a parachute. And Patrick made sure to land on his head, so he didn't hurt anything important.
Damn.
Honestly, that Squidward, such a worrywart.
I know, right?
Aren't these caves great? They're full of interesting things, like rocks and darkness, and pebbles and boulders and more darkness, and those little wibbly things in the dark corners of the darkness. But I don't know what those are. Anyway, the caves seem like a great place for a vacation, apart from the ghostly pirates and bottomless crevices. But they just add that extra frisson of excitement. Maybe I'll suggest it to Gary when I get back. He loves extreme themey holidays. You should see him bungee jump. Ooh, wow! There's slime everywhere. In this cave, you'll notice that we're picking up bits of Atlantean amulet. Those aren't real bits of amulet, of course. That is safely tucked away in the Bikini Bottom Museum. No, these are the fake stunt amulets. The amulets went through a lot of changes over the project. Originally, they were made of chocolate, but Patrick kept eating them. Then, we tried making them from real gold, but Mr. Krabs kept, borrowing them. And the security staff had to chase them all over the place. In the end, we settled for making them from dried up, stale Krabby Patties.
These ghosts, they remind me of the PS1 Casper game. Have you played? Have you played it? That's what I want to know. This is actually a super. Yeah, you don't. You can answer, but I just need to know, because a number of hours. Have you beaten it? Did you, or rather, did you ever beat it? No, it was a friend's. I played his copy. Stay tuned. That's all I can say.
Thanks for listening, but it's time for me to give myself the old heave-ho. Ah! See you later, shipmates.
Dun, 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 nice. 21 seconds. Damn. I might have gotten faster. I could, there's a chance I might have gotten faster, but that's damn good.
Hi, it's SpongeBob here for the director's commentary. You see here the venerable museum of Bikini Bottom. It used to be a much bigger place, but Patrick sat down on one of the old sea mines, and it was still active. Isn't this place just great? I mean, just look at it. A beautiful building housing some of the most beautiful works of art ever created in the deep blue sea. Makes me misty-eyed just talking about it. They used to have the oldest Krabby Patty in the whole world on display here, but somebody just told me Plankton ate it in an attempt to steal the secret formula. Guess that explains why he's so green. Mr. Krabs says museums are a lot like attics. You know, it's a place to put old things you don't want anymore, but you don't want to throw them away in case they're worth money, but you also don't really have time to sell them because having a garage sale or throwing them up on eBay takes a lot of time and effort, but you get the idea. A lot of what you see here was found on the sea bottom. Patrick said sometimes he finds things on his bottom, but the museum didn't want to put them on display. Imagine that. I've seen them. You don't want to look at them. The patties we used in this scene were all stunt patties, highly trained. Each one is actually carved out of seaweed and allowed to harden. So, no actual patties were harmed making this scene. My favorite room here is probably the prehistoric room. Squidward says it's because I'm naive, simple, and clueless. What a joker. Sandy says that back in Texas, there's a squirrel museum where they have the oldest nuts in the world. Squidward defines a museum as a permanent institution in the service of society and of its development open to the public, which acquires, conserves, researches, communicates, and exhibits for purposes of study and education. I think what he's trying to say is, it's a fun place full of rusty anchors, old bones, and funny pictures. Yes, we lost Patrick when we were filming this. He turned up in the gift shop. He was stuck inside a novelty hot water bottle. When? The catering for the film shoot was done by none other than Mr. Krabs. Oh, he was very generous, and he only charged the cast and crew twice the amount he normally does for a patty.
Shoot and reload, man. Nice. I don't think I messed with this.
I really enjoyed filming filming this scene because I'm actually an amateur photographer. Oh, I got all kinds of photos at home. One's a red jellyfish, one's a blue jellyfish, green jellyfish, pink jellyfish, yellow jellyfish, purple jellyfish. I did a slideshow for Squidward. He loved it so much, he just screamed and cried the whole time.
Hey, I'm sleepy.
Originally, this scene was going to be filmed in my favorite theme park, Globe World, but we wanted a more hands-on approach. Great picture! Little Gary sees this.
Can we just talk about how, like, effortless I'm doing all this right now?
The tourists in this scene are all robots powered
What?
by remote control. Oh, they were so
I knew it.
realistic. Patrick actually dated one.
Dude!
But he had to end it. He said she powered down in the middle of a date, and it was a real turn-off.
Damn.
SpongeBob photo.
They just got away with an adult joke, man. That's what I love about SpongeBob, man. They just be getting away with that, slipping it under the radar. Can't believe that photo didn't count.
My performance in this scene stunk. Coming from someone with a nose as pronounced as his, I think that's a great compliment.
Damn. Got him.
Number 7. Squidward's penis is on his face.
Plankton said he was gonna take over this scene, but in the end, I didn't see much of him. It's funny because I thought I could hear him screaming something like, "Ow! Ow! You're stepping on me! Ow! You stupid sponge! Make it stop!" I don't know where he went. Maybe he just didn't want to stick around. And that is the end of my commentary. Good night and good luck. Hi, it's me, SpongeBob, back for some more crackpot commentary. Oh, this scene was just a great chance for us all to show off and strut our musical stuff. Oh, we're all very passionate about music, especially Squidward. Squidward says that I have a sharp ear for music and I'm great at hitting flat notes. These days, I'm even better. If I concentrate, I can harmonize with myself through my own pores. Do you hear it? That guitar of Sandy's is custom built to play underwater. She calls it Nutsy because it's the first ever aqua guitar. And it's made from sea nuts, yeah. She's thinking of starting an underwater orchestra called the Sandy Squirrel Sea Nut Symphony, or for short. I like her fluid playing style. Ah! That was a great chance to rock out! Wah! I love rock! Well, I like coral and polyps too, but I love rock!
It's canon, man. Rock and roll is SpongeBob's thing.
Come on! Woo! It was around this point I totally ran out of inspiration. I felt all dried up inside, like the piano in my soul had stopped playing. I worried that I'd pushed my music too far, that I'd overkelped myself, ruined any chance of singing ever again. I felt dizzy and lightheaded like I was going to faint, but then I realized I had just forgotten to breathe. Oh, that bus was a great set of wheels. Cherry, baby! Me and Patrick actually use it for weekend trips to places like Rock Bottom. The thing is, it really is powered by song. So, if you want to drive all night, make sure your snores are in arpeggios.
Ding dong!
The bus driver robot that you see here, this was his first ever film. But he's gone on to do great things. He now reads the news. Senior anchorman for a major network. Yeah! They said he just had so much more personality than the guy that was already doing it. You know, to me, music isn't music unless you can dance to it. Oh, we do a lot of dancing in Bikini Bottom. Oh, there's all kinds of dances. The jellyfish jive, the jelly belly, the sturgeon salsa, the winkle waltz, the briny bossa nova, and the fishy fandango, to name just a few. Personally, I like to get down with some rock lobster headbanging. But it does leave me with a crick in my neck. Actually, I don't have a neck, but, you know, where my body meets my pants. That's sort of my neck. And that's all for now, friends of the sea. I'm back for some more insider commentary on the making of this game. This was a fun scene because we were all together in the bus. Most of the time Sandy was doing the driving. Squidward said that was because she's a control freak. But hey, she's the only one who knew how to work the controls. Ah! In fact, the only time Squidward drove, we went straight off a cliff, so he handed the wheel back to Sandy. No, I mean he literally handed the wheel back to Sandy. He pulled it off the dashboard. was gonna drive, but everybody got out, so I guess that was a vote of no confidence. Hey, I've taken Mrs. Puff's driving course 857 times. Never mind. At least I got to get out and look at the scenery, which is amazing in this part of Atlantis. The gardens and the mountain and everything. Oh, spectacular! In fact, it made me think of starting my own garden back home. So after this was all wrapped up and in the can, as we say in showbiz, I started growing a little fruit garden outside my house. The only problem was, the fruit I planted was pineapples. And after a couple of months, I didn't know which ones were for eating and which one was where I lived, and I had to move in with Patrick for a couple of weeks.
What is this?
Sandy is a very talented driver. She took an advanced course back in Texas run by some of her old squirrel buddies. The course was called Driving You Nuts, which describes how Mr. Krabs felt during this whole scene. He spent the entire time under the back of the bus seat, crying and singing old sea shanties to himself. Got it! Patrick did some stunt driving for this section. He's what I call an instinctive driver. Sandy agrees. She says he has the same instincts as a lunatic. The other great thing about this bus is that bus robot whose voice you hear from time to time. As I mentioned before, he's gone on to some pretty great things. Anchor guy. And we all know he was set for stardom after acting with him in this scene. Oh, in between takes, he'd do a different speech from a Shakespeare play. Oh, he did all the classics. Robot and Juliet, The Robot of Venice, A Midsummer Night's Robot. What a star! I would say that driving a bus like this is incredibly dangerous and incredibly silly. Dangerous and silly. Hey, that's exactly what Squidward says about me all the time. And that's all from me, for now. Hey, I'm back for more commentator-tating. This is where we first met the king, and I should point out that he really is a king in real life. Just does little acting on the side. But he only wants to play other kings. Oh, he's played all the great ones. King Lear, Richard III, Richard IV, Richard V, a lot of sequels, King Poseidon. So, here, the king is acting as king. We did think about including in the script that he was a king who acted as other kings, but then he would have been an acting king, acting as king, acting as a king, acting, I think. Before a new scene, I always like to warm up with some vocal exercises. So my tongue goes for a jog, blah, 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 blah. My lips do press-ups, and my vocal cords do star jumps. After that, I'm ready to go on. I also like to learn my lines at the last minute. If I learn them too early, they just leak out of my pores. There is a small army of stylists and assistants that help us out when we're filming, the little people. For this game, I was looked after by a small whelp named Lawrence. Hi, Lawrence! Oh, he's a great stylist. You should see what he does with my hair. Now you're thinking, wait, SpongeBob doesn't have any hair. That's how good Lawrence Welk is. Anytime the morale on the set would get a little low, we sang this song. I wrote it, and Patrick and I would sing it every day to the others. It went like this. Atlantis, 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 Portugal! Atlantis, Atlantis, Atlantis. I'll see you right back here. Hi, folks. SpongeBob here with another Spongeadelic commentary. Spongeadelic, is that even a real word? Maybe it's one of those fake words that Mr. Krabs tells me not to use. You know, like sauropodomorpha or taxes.
When you pay your taxes.
Anyway, you'll notice that this whole section is about my good friend Sandy Cheeks. Patrick was going to be involved in this part too, but he said he thought Texas was a stupid name for an island anyway. And Sandy hit him with her special karate move, the Atlantis Squeaker. He couldn't sit down or whistle for a week. That Sandy's a pretty good shot with a bubble collector. I guess that comes from growing up in the wide open spaces of Texas. Must be an amazing place to see, filled with strange, wondrous, incredible things. I'd love to visit an alien planet like Texas someday. Mr. Krabs is really enjoying himself here. In fact, he spent so long diving and swimming around in the treasure that every day after we finished work, he had to be dragged, kicking and screaming out of the treasure room. Wow, that is real dedication right there. Willing to give up his free time just to get the scene absolutely perfect. What a thespian. All remember one time, Mr. Krabs found a solid gold statue in the shape of a solid gold statue. Oh, he carried it around with him all day. Apparently there was a bit of a problem when the prop guys tried to take it back at the end of the day. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but let's just say Mr. Krabs had to go take a time out in his trailer. Some of the treasures we saw in Atlantis were really amazing. They had a diamond made of rubber and a bar of gold made from wood. Of course, the oldest living bubble was the greatest, most ancient and valuable treasure. Well, we contractually agreed not to talk about that, so let's move on. I know I'm not in this level much, and I apologize to all the SpongeHeads out there, but did you see my little cameo? Right there. I'm not one to brag, but I think that was the performance of a lifetime. I nailed the pathos, the emotion that the scene required. Maybe I should be an actor. I can just see myself on TV. Maybe my own show. Nah, who'd watch a TV show called SpongeBob's SquarePantis? You know, I once used my stand-up comedy to tell jokes about how dumb squirrels are. But now, they're amazingly smart creatures. For instance, did you know that there's a gray squirrel who invented gravity and a brown squirrel who invented cottage cheese? Well, that's what's ended here. All right, folks, I better head out. It's time for Gary's walk, and he really gets cranky if I miss it. Takes me a week to get the slime off the sofa. See ya! Hiya! Time for more director's commentary.
Artie.
Oh, this was a dream come true for Squidward. A chance to pose without anyone throwing anything at him. Don't tell Squidward I said this, but sometimes he takes himself too seriously. So I try to help him loosen up and have a little fun by blowing bubbles in his eyes or screaming in his ear. Sometimes both at the same time. Squidward taught me all about art. When I first started out, the only thing I could draw was a perfect circle and a few detailed portraits and finely worked sculptures. But in the end, I had mastered the squiggly line, the scribble, the pile of ruined marble. I told Squidward I'd paint his portrait for him, but he said he'd rather eat a kelp sandwich with hydrothermal vent hot sauce. So I made him that sandwich and brought it over the next day. And after he ate it, he didn't seem that happy. He said it made his head hurt, and then he had his head in a bucket of ice for a couple of hours. So I did a painting of that. I told Squidward the other day, Squidward, everything I know about painting I learned from you. And Squidward said, of course, I'm the only one with any talent in this cultural wasteland. And I said, sure, whatever that means. And he grumbled something, and he walked away. He's very deep, and a great guy. Squidward says that posing is also a form of art. I told him that he was the greatest poser in the whole world. I said, I'm not a poser, Patrick's not a poser, Mr. Krabs not a poser, Sandy's not a poser. I said, you, Squidward, are the posiest poser in the posing world. And when we finish this scene, I'm gonna organize the biggest poser party ever for you. I was gonna set up a huge stage and a huge window where he could just sit and people could watch him pose all day and all night. And then he said that posing wasn't really a form of art. He was just being sarcastic. And I told him, Squidward, you're the greatest sarcastic guy in the world. I'm gonna organize a huge sarcasm festival in your honor. And Mr. Krabs surprised me when he said that he thinks art is very, very important. I said, Mr. Krabs, do you mean to say that you think it's a way for us all to express our deepest, most squishy feelings and tell the world, hey, look, this is how I really deeply feel? Look into the heart of my world, share it with me, see the joy and the pain and the friendship and the foes and the trials and the tribulations? Is that what you mean, Mr. Krabs? And he said, no, SpongeBob, art can be sold for a lot of money. And that's the end of my commentary. See you soon. Welcome to my commentary. So this was Patrick's big chance to shine like Squidward's big bald head. And he sure did shine. But that was mainly because he swallowed the camera and the flash kept going off. Patrick's first question when we rehearsed this scene was, what's my motivation? Tough question. So we asked everyone. Sandy said his motivation was to do it just because it was there. Squidward said, motivation? What the heck is that? And Mr. Krabs, well, you guessed it, he said money. In the end, I said to Patrick, your motivation has to be whatever motivates you the most. And Patrick said, all right, I'll do it for Krabby Patties, gum, and ice cream. This was Patrick's first time using a camera. He had to take a photography class first. The teacher said Patrick has a real eye for photography, as long as he's taking pictures of food. He gave me his final project, a great picture of a box of Kelpo cereal, framed and everything. Beautiful. This section features the Knowledge Machine, also known as the Brain of Atlantis or the Mega Mind of Poseidon. It's a real machine with a real brain inside, grown from real DNA, taken from the real brain of Poseidon. In between takes, we'd all ask it questions. I wanted to know how Gary was. Sandy wanted to know how all the folks back in Texas were. Squidward wanted to know if I was ever gonna be hit by a truck. Mr. Krabs had a few questions for the brain machine too, including how much money do I have in my pockets? When the machine told him, he started hammering on the glass saying, "How do you know that? You've seen it! You've got my money! You've got my money! Stay out of my pants!" We managed to get his claws off the tank before he could do any real damage. Patrick said his favorite part of this was the space section. He's always wanted to be an astronaut. He says he spends so much time in his own world, he wanted to explore some other ones. He actually took the astronaut test. He'd be the first star in space. Well, not exactly the first star, but anyway, he said he failed the physical exam. Poor Patrick. He's even too heavy when he's weightless. Some of the bubbles in this museum were the originals, brought back from the deepest, darkest caves by the great explorer, Christopher Columba Bubble. Patrick said his favorite was the cheesy bubble. He said the aroma reminded him of his sock drawer.
Nice.
Personally, my favorite bubble was the invisible bubble. You don't see one of those every day. And that's all the blah, 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 blah I got time for now. Bye! Welcome back to my directorial commentorial. I love this scene. Sneaking around the castle with Sandy. Ooh. Any chance we can work together. We were both hoping we might get nominated for Academy Awards for this. Can you imagine? Best Actor, SpongeBob's SquarePants. Best Actress, Sandy Cheeks. The envelope, please. And then I'd say, oh, can I keep the envelope? Oh, that'd really be something. Especially after my first acting teacher told me that I had no chance of making it. He said he'd seen pirates' legs that were less wooden. I had no idea that Squidward was so fast. I guess that's because he has 4 feet. He has to buy his jogging shoes by the case. It's true.
I need a foot massage.
We weren't sure how we were going to do this scene to begin with. It seemed impossible to find the treasure spots without a metal detector. But then, Mr. Krabs revealed that his pockets could smell out the money. I didn't even know money had a smell. So I asked Mr. Krabs, what does money smell like? He said, me lad, it's kind of like a fresh waft of spring anemones and pine-scented coral, all washed down with a glass of old kelp. What a way with words. Patrick is in his element here. Water. Ah! He's actually very interested in science, especially chemical reactions, where one thing can be turned into something else. For example, he has this giant gummy gumball that he keeps old socks and bits of food and kelp and things in. When it reaches critical mass, it transforms into a giant stinking mass of putrescence. Amazing!
Coming over! Keep up!
The amazing set designer for this scene was chosen from a special competition that we ran. The winner turned out to be Plankton. We didn't realize it to begin with because he'd sent in the drawings under a fake name, Sheldon J. Chumbucket. But when he finally saw what we had done with his drawings, he kept saying, "You fools! You fools! You did it! You actually used my blueprints to build me a private arsenal! Ha 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 ha!" He was kind of disappointed when he realized it was all just a big painting and we hadn't actually made him a fighting force of tanks and missiles. I feel sorry for him. I really, really do. This is SpongeBob signing off. Catch you soon. Hey everybody, SpongeBob here again for another level commentary. I bet you can't wait. This is Plankton's adventure in Atlantis. He is so mechanically minded. While we were eating ice cream, peering at amazing artwork, and rolling around in treasure, Plankton was exploring the bus's cramped and dangerous exhaust system. What a curious fellow, all about the science. Of course, we didn't even know Plankton was in Atlantis at this point. He stowed away. Hang on though, haven't we already had the flashback level where Plankton's in the Atlantean tank? Well, that means we must know Plankton's in Atlantis by now. Hey everybody! Do we know that Plankton's here? Maybe we don't know that we know. You know? I'm confused. The funny thing is, Plankton could have just asked to come along with us to Atlantis. There was plenty of space on the bus. Why, he could have stood on the dashboard like one of those cute little plastic hula girls people have. I can just imagine Plankton in a grass skirt and... Ah! Actually, no, I can't. Ah, the Atlantean Gardens, full of very, very beautiful, very, very delicate things. Until we crashed our flying bus into them. Of course, I wasn't driving the bus, because I don't have a license, and I'd never dream about flying a magical song-powered Atlantean flying bus, although I did have that dream the other night of flying a song-powered magic bus, but it wasn't me, and I did not do the crashing. So, anyway, back to the gorgeous Atlantean Gardens, a topiary-filled utopia. It's a utopiary! Ah! And back inside the palace now. Wow, who cleans all these corridors? And all the time we were there, we never saw anyone with a broom or a mop. Maybe they have some really amazing high-tech way of doing the cleaning. Of course, back home, Gary does all my cleaning around the house. He always complains that I don't do it properly. Oh, he's quite demanding, you know. Yeah, I know. You've already seen the Atlantean guards chasing us around. But they're actually really nice guys. Every day after work, a bunch of us would get together and have a Krabby Patty at the good old Krusty Krab. Of course, Plankton wasn't allowed in there, but he kept on trying to get in. Eventually, Mr. Krabs flushed him down the toilet. Ah! Oh, that reminds me. Today is my day to mop out the Krusty Krab restrooms. What can you say about Plankton? He's one of the most dedicated, focused people I've ever met. Everything he does, he's always 100% dedicated to being evil and absolutely focused on destruction, mayhem, and domination of the entire planet. I don't know how he does it. Thanks for listening, guys. When I come back, I'll be taking my commentary to a whole nother level. Ah! Have fun, but don't do anything I wouldn't do. This is SpongeBob's SpareFace with a Bikini Bottom newsflash. This just in, more director's commentary. Now this was one bombastic scene. Sandy and Squidward really had their work cut out for them here. This scene was a little bit dangerous because we were using, yes, real ping pong balls. And that ice cream? Well, ice cream can be very, very slippery if you step on it. So, this ice cream had glue mixed into it. That way it was half slippery and half sticky. It was slicky. Unfortunately, Patrick got his tongue stuck to some. I told him you should never eat off the floor. In this scene, we debut some groovy new outfits for the guys playing the Atlantean guards. Whoa, did they look mean! And I tell ya, it took a lot of time to get them into those suits. Yeah, 5 days. I guess that explains why they seem so grouchy. This is one of my favorite scenes because, yeah, you guessed it, it features jellyfish. These jellyfish were collected by me personally from jellyfish fields. But don't worry, no jellyfish were harmed in the making of this game. All our jellyfish were trained by Patchy the pirate. Actually, they were trained by Patchy's parrot, Potty. I guess that makes our jellyfish potty trained. Ah! Sandy had to do a lot of extra training to be fit as a Texas fiddle for this level. She put together a whole exercise program. First, she went to Karate Island to spar with Master Udon. Then, she took up wrestling with a tattletale strangler. And last but not least, she did a little arm wrestling with Larry the Lobster. What a squirrel! She worked out so hard that I got cramps just watching her. It will come as no surprise to hear that Squidward was none too happy with this scene. In fact, I'm shocked he agreed to be in it at all. In the end, we had to give him a whole bunch of stuff to make him agree to play the part of the ping pong blaster. First, he demanded an early morning foot massage before each day's filming. Next, he wanted a week off work at the Krusty Krab, with pay. That made Mr. Krabs pass out. Then, he said he wanted a second midday foot massage and a new clarinet with replacement reeds. Next, an evening foot massage and a special exhibition of his art in the Bikini Bottom Museum. Not that anyone was in attendance. Ah! Oh, except for that one lady who left screaming. And last but not least, a midnight foot massage. Oh, and a new luxury bathroom suite, and soundproofing for his whole house, and an expensive meal at a fancy restaurant, and a foot massage, and another foot massage, and another foot massage, and another foot massage, and one more. Well, I hope you have enjoyed another informative, insightful insight into the world of Atlantis SquarePantis. This is SpongeBob, punching out. Bye. Welcome back for our final commentarial installment.
The last one already, man. I was having fun. Too much fun. I wanted to stop.
Astronomy is a real interest of mine. In fact, I've been asked to name a newly discovered planet by the Bikini Bottom Space Agency.
Yo, nice.
I took a look through their telescope and I saw this new planet. It's kind of yellow, shaped like a square, lots of craters and holes. I'm gonna name it after Patrick.
Aw, what a good friend.
Now this is great. This planet thing is called an orrery, and it charts the movements of the planets as they orbit the sun, which was interesting because Plankton said that the world revolves around him. Ah! Plankton said that it was very frustrating to be in a tank that fired ice cream. I told him, hey, that's the only way we can film the scene safely without actually destroying the real Atlantis. He said, okay, but he'd like to choose the flavor. He said, what about gunpowder with a nitroglycerin syrup and a dynamite wafer? We went with strawberry. I just don't think Plankton is a plant lover. I said that he looked like a miniature prickly pear cactus that shed all its spines, and he got really mad. He's got a cactus complex. Patrick helped us to tidy up after we finished shooting this messy scene. Oh, there was ice cream everywhere. But you know, Patrick is a giver. He stayed up all night cleaning up the ice cream with his tongue. At the end of making this great business, we had a big party right there in the ice cream factory. Mr. Krabs wanted to go home and count his money, but he got talking to the foreman. So much of his business is networking. Apparently, the Atlanteans have a multi-million-dollar export business selling ice cream across the galaxy. Mr. Krabs is now hard at work on his newest menu item, Krabby Patty in a cone. Oh, I can't wait to try it.
And then during the this. Bye, SpongeBob, it's for real. Enjoy the commentary always.
I have so much fun talking to you. I could just go on and whoa! Look at the time! I'm late for work at the Krusty Krab. See you later. Bye!
One last throw for the road. For 3! Is good! Woo! Go Atlantis, go birds! That's the bird in question. The flying bus. And that's that. For those watching over at YouTube, thank you for watching the commentary. Actually, we still have the art to go through, so we'll check out the art really quick. A little bit extra for sticking around for the whole commentary spiel. Hi, sexy YouTube, says Chris. All right, we got it's the arcade machine. How nice, and then the armored guard. Oh man, the garden, and the broken bus. That statue. Oh yeah. Nice. I always love I always love looking at concept art. Excuse me. Ah, dude, heck yeah. These are the icons, the little avatars that for all the playable characters in arcade mode, which I'm excited to show off. Although that's probably gone up by this point. By the time you see this. Ah, nice. Neptune's Rock Band. Hey, it's like promotional art for the bus, for the movie. And the Flying Dutchman ship, probably based off level 2, and then Squidward. Is that oh, it's the Bubble Collector 2000, nice. From level 7. And the entire concept art for level 3, and then Squidward Mona Lisa. All the amoebas. Oh yeah, I can't help winning. And level 13, second to last level. The Flying Dutchman, or just some random ghostly pirate from level 2. Hey. Everyone's just having a good time over there, just goofing off, making music. City gates, the teleporters, and all the what does it say? Epilogue? No, explosive props. Yeah, tank intro, explosive props. Yeah, I saw the bottom right one and thought it was the teleporter from level 9, but it's actually just all the different stuff that you see in the tank levels. Oh, and this must be hide and sneak. And then Plankton in the gardens. And that's it. That's all the art, and we already shown off SwapBob in every single outfit that goes with it. And with that, this is where I leave you, folks. Thank you all for joining me on this lovely, lovely adventure through one of my favorite games, SpongeBob's Atlantis SquarePantis. It's not the best SpongeBob game, but it's certainly one of my absolute favorites. I'll always love it. So let's give it one last savey save. And with that, take care, everyone. And have a great rest of your day, week, life. You know how it is. I'll see you next time. Bye!